Now in Good Morning Northwest, the aftermath of the president's address to the nation. He made his case for aid for Israel and more for Ukraine.
We have a couple of real nice days. Then we have big changes coming that are going to make it feel a little bit like winter. We're going to talk about that coming up.
A blinding laser light pointed at a life flight helicopter and at the sheriff's Air 1 chopper. This morning, an arrest and the growing problem threatening pilots and passengers. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Good morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Derek Dice. It is Friday, October the 20th. Excuse me. Mark Peterson is here with your first alert forecast on what's going to be another spectacular day.
Say the day part again. It's Friday.
Friday.
Hi, Friday. It's been a long time coming. Good to have you here. 50 degrees. We do have fairly clear sky. 44 into Coeur d'Alene. Winds are light. Things are looking pretty good. Boy, hanging out. The Great Pumpkin coming in just 11 days. More sunshine into the 70s as we take a look at the things you need to know. That's for today. It's going to be another nice day tomorrow, albeit a little more cloud cover. We're going to see rain on Sunday and then a cool down next week, which could be major in some areas. So this morning, waking up 42 into Post Falls, 38 Deer Park, 50 officially into the West Plains, but mid-40s along I-90 in that corridor all the way into Idaho. By 10 o'clock, we're going to have temperatures into the mid-50s. That is a normal high for this time of year. And then we are above average all the afternoon and even into 6 o'clock where, well, the sun sets, of course, just, right before 6. It's going to be 68 degrees. Our high today, 72.
Authorities arrested a man for pointing a powerful laser at a life flight helicopter carrying a patient and again at a Spokane County's Air 1 helicopter. Here's a look at that image captured by the Spokane County Sheriff's Office. You can see how piercing that light is from several thousand feet away. These lights can temporarily blind pilots and make it incredibly dangerous to fly. Take a look at this footage. It is from King County where a light was flashed onto a helicopter circling downtown. Just yesterday, there were 2 reports of laser beams being shined into commercial airplanes at Spokane's International Airport.
And you're talking about hundreds of people on board, 150 maybe on a 737. That's a lot of lives at risk if those pilots can't see and do their job safely.
Sergeant Armstrong says this happens thousands of times a year. This year alone, there have been more than 9,000 reported incidents involving a laser. Pointing a laser at any aircraft is a felony and can be charged at both the state and federal levels with an $11,000 fine per incident. Breaking news this morning, we are learning about the effects of President Biden's major foreign policy speech last night from the Oval Office. In it, he addressed the continued war between Ukraine and Russia and also the war between Israel and Hamas.
And during that 15-minute speech to the nation, the president also providing details of the financial aid he hopes Congress will pass soon. Liz Landers is in D.C. with the latest.
We're facing an inflection point in history.
This morning, President Biden comforting the nation and standing firmly with Israel and Ukraine as he pushes forward with an aid request to Congress to help both of those nations at war.
If we walk away from Ukraine, if we turn our backs on Israel, it's just not worth it.
Biden announcing that he will request $105 billion in aid from Congress, $60 billion for Ukraine and $14 billion for Israel, describing the generational impact it will have.
It's a smart investment that's going to pay dividends for American security for generations. Help us keep American troops out of harm's way. Help us build a world that is safer, more peaceful, more prosperous for our children and grandchildren.
While Biden stated that he does not want to send boots on the ground into a foreign conflict like Ukraine, the Department of Defense did announce that a U.S. Navy destroyer intercepted missiles and drones fired from Yemen in the direction of Israel. As tensions rise in the region and a ground offensive for Israel into Gaza appears imminent, the president also urging the public to retain American values.
We must, without equivocation, denounce anti-Semitism. We must also, without equivocation, denounce Islamophobia.
As the situation on the ground in Gaza continues to deteriorate, the White House and Egyptian officials have indicated that the first round of humanitarian aid, 20 trucks containing food, medicine, and water, are expected to cross from Egypt into Gaza later today. In Washington, Liz Landers, ABC News.
Seattle police!
Auburn police are searching for these 3 men who tried to break into a home Wednesday night. The homeowner, though, quickly grabbed a gun and watch what happens. Began firing back at them through the door. All 3 of those suspects, as you see, ran off after the homeowner shot at them. Investigators say no one was injured. Pretty scary situation, though. Well, something new could finally replace the old Shopko on Spokane's South Hill.
The building's been sitting empty on South Regal Street for years. Pre-development documents from the city of Spokane show it could become a Home Depot. The building would be complete with a gardening center and would cost $20 million. South Hill residents say they are excited to have a Home Depot location closer to home.
It's 5 miles to get down to Home Depot, and the fact that it's so close to Costco means you're fighting with the Costco people for parking area down there. Up here it should be a lot better.
According to engineering firm Lars Anderson and Associates, this has been in the works for 3 to 4 years.
All right, if you saw or smelled smoke around Spokane County yesterday, there was no need to worry. It wasn't from a wildfire. The smoke was coming from a prescribed burn on the Turnbull Wildlife Refuge out near Cheney. Fire officials say prescribed burns are intended to reduce future wildfire risk. But yeah, it was pretty thick with that smoke yesterday afternoon for a while before it finally dissipated.
Yeah.
All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:06.
Yesterday, we hit a record. We created our new record.
Yep, 76 yesterday. We forecasted 73. Mother Nature says, nah, I got a little bonus for you. We're in the 70s again today, but then that's all going to come to a steep, quick halt. Hey, the lights are on at the One Spokane Stadium. Things are looking pretty good. It's going to be a great weekend there.
Today is the last day to bring your food donations to the Jay and Kevin Food Donation Drive. I'm Ariel Drayton reporting in Spokane. Coming up, me and Kevin will show you how it's done.
And video just released of a man driving a car into the Chinese consulate in San Francisco last week. Next, we'll show you that video and tell you about the weapons the driver had with him.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Sweet Palace and Sapphire Jewelry in Phillipsburg, Montana.
It's the Lazy Boy Moonlight Madness clearance event. We're clearing everything out store-wide. Save up to 50% on closeouts, overstocks, and floor samples. Get our best offers on your favorite Lazy Boy furniture. Lazy Boy. Long live the lazy.
Why join UFCW 3000? I'm the lead person when we negotiate with employers for better wages, benefits, and working conditions.
I'm an essential worker.
During the pandemic, we couldn't work remotely.
We are workers in grocery stores,
healthcare, retail, and packing plants.
Thanks, UFCW 3000.
Our website can both answer your questions and connect you with our team who can help you explore your union opportunities.
Every year, the crowds go crazy for the Cal Triple Play of the Day, where you can get tricked out cool trucks or sporty SUVs just in time for winter. And this week, you can delay all games until next year. Get a minimum $2,000 trade-in value for your old ride, plus get a 2-year service maintenance program with every vehicle sold, which is a triple play opportunity this week at both Cal locations.
Spokane Tribe Casino brings American actor and comedian David Spade to Spokane Live Saturday, October 21st. Tickets are available online now at SpokaneTribeCasino.com.
It's chilly. Maybe I'll get my windbreaker.
Don't miss David Spade, October 21st, live at Spokane Tribe Casino, Airway Heights, Washington.
Meanwhile, we're in the back like, help us!
Entertainment without limits.
Flooring is not forever. Are you tired of stains, traffic patterns, chips, dents, scratches, and the smells? Shop for the perfect flooring for your life, whether you need carpet, laminate, or hardwood. Great Floors is here to help you reinvent your space. We're celebrating Karastan Month in October by offering incredible discounts on Karastan carpet and hardwood flooring. Ask about our in-house 0% 12-month financing. Visit a Great Floors today and spend the winter on Great Floors.
It's the Lazy Boy Moonlight Madness clearance event. We're clearing everything out store-wide. Save up to 50% on closeouts, overstocks, and floor samples. Get our best offers on your favorite Lazy Boy furniture. Lazy Boy. Long live the lazy.
It is 6:10. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. There is new video this morning of the moment a car came crashing through the Chinese consulate in San Francisco.
It happened last Monday. The driver was eventually shot by police. Now, newly released police body camera video shows a sergeant running through the broken glass doors, almost immediately overcome by pepper spray security had used on the driver. The suspect, 31-year-old Zhang Yuan Yang, appears to start swinging a knife, and that's when the sergeant shoots. Yang died at the hospital. Police say they also found a loaded crossbow and 2 fired gun casings in his car. Investigators still don't have a motive for his actions.
The U.S. Army has charged the private who fled to North Korea in July. 23-year-old Travis King is facing 8 counts by the U.S. Army with desertion among a series of other alleged crimes. King was released from North Korean custody and returned to the U.S. in September after he, quote, willfully and without authorization crossed into North Korea. King is accused of pushing and punching a person in the face at a club in Seoul. He was set to board a flight to Texas to face disciplinary action, but instead joined a security tour where he fled to North Korea.
Your Friday morning 10-second takeaway. It's going to be sunny and warm today. Clouds sneaking in this afternoon. You'll need a light layer heading out today. Sunglasses for much of it. Our high today is a well above average 72 degrees.
Federal regulators have approved the expansion of the natural gas pipeline that runs through Washington and Idaho. The project aims to expand the gas transmission Northwest pipeline. The company says the goal is to increase the amount of natural gas it pumps out every day to keep up with demand. It plans to modify 3 compressor stations, including one in Kootenai County. But many western state officials were against this expansion. Washington Governor Jay Inslee releasing a statement saying the federal government has finally begun making tremendous climate investments under the Inflation Reduction Act. But this decision essentially digs the hole deeper and locks in long-term capital investments that prevent us from reaching our national and state goals. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:12.
Some wide open spaces in Kootenai County may turn into trails, dog parks, and other places for you to check out. While there is support for that move, there's also opposition. We have the story coming up.
Also coming up, Coyote Country's Jay and Kevin are doing it again, and they need your help. We're live with them talking about their 28th annual food drive and the best way you can help.
The fall savings are still on at all Walker's Furniture and Mattress stores with some of the best deals of the season, where you can save anywhere from 15 to 40% off. Plus, get special 5 years financing during the final days of fall savings at Walker's.
At Just Between Friends, you'll find everything you need for your family. It's all here.
I've been shopping in JBF since my kids were little, and we just love it.
Is the one-stop shop for everything that you need for your kids and your grandkids.
I'm a first-time mom. I got a lot of clothing, shoes, I got a changing table. It's been a lot of fun.
Such a blessing to be able to shop, sell, and save at JBF. This has been a game changer for our family.
Just Between Friends at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds this weekend.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing, plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $3,500 total cash allowance on this Silverado with a Turbo Max engine. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
With thyroid eye disease, I hid from the camera, and I wanted to hide from the world. For years, I thought my TED was beyond help. But then, I asked my doctor about Tepezza.
Tepezza is the only medicine that treats TED at the source, not just the symptoms. In a clinical study, more than 8 out of 10 patients taking Tepezza had less eye bulging. Tepezza is an infusion and may cause infusion reactions. Tell your doctor right away if you experience high blood pressure, fast heartbeat, shortness of breath, or muscle pain. Before treatment, tell your doctor if you have diabetes, IBD, or are pregnant or planning to become pregnant. Tepezza may raise blood sugar and may worsen IBD. Tepezza may cause severe hearing problems, which may be permanent.
Now, I'm ready to be seen again.
Visit mytepezza.com to find a TED eye specialist and to see Bridget's before and after photos.
4 News Now anchor team, not just in the newsroom, but in the community. We're doing the work, listening to you, asking questions, and getting the answers you need to help keep your family safe. It's what we mean when we say, expect more on 4 News Now.
what? You say it when getting older starts getting old. At Prudential, we think you should ask it when your birthday opens up a new chapter. Like when you realize you've got the rest of your life to look forward to. Ask, now what? Here's what. You tap into the insurance, investment, and retirement expertise of Prudential and get everything you need to help ensure the best is yet to come. Who's your rock? Speak to an advisor or visit Prudential.com.
It's a new season from New York.
Watch Kelly weekdays at 4. Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
All right, welcome back. In a little over 2 weeks from now, voters in Kootenai County will decide on a $50 million bond.
The Open Space and Park Development Bond will preserve areas like the Rathdrum Prairie. The bond will be used to buy these spaces. There, the county would like to create new bike and walking trail systems, dog parks, and other outdoor spaces. County commissioners say it'll cost $8 a year in taxes per $100,000 of taxable income. But some people living nearby say they want to preserve this area by keeping it as is.
We shouldn't turn it into parks or dog parks or walkways. That's not what we need. We need to actually preserve it. It's going to cost more money in the long run to maintain those properties.
And that man says he thinks it would be better spent money if they kept the land the same and gave farmers the resources they need to care for it.
If you're looking for a way to help fire victims in Medical Lake, skilled sawyers are still needed this Saturday to help cut down and limb burned trees. And this help goes a long way for families who are still recovering from the fire. There are cleanup days on the next 3 Saturdays, but if you want to volunteer, you do need to pre-register online. The link and the QR code to sign up is on KXOY.com. Just look for the Extreme Team page. You'll find it under the Features tab.
All right, let's talk about what's happening with our weather. Lots going on.
Lots going on down the road. Today and tomorrow are going to be great. It's going to be great over into the Great Fire Zone where they're going to be cutting. They have thousands of trees that need to be cut, so it's going to be great weather for that. Waking up this morning, it's on the cool side. Post Falls 43, into the Valley 43, 37 into Deer Park, and 43 into Cheney. But into the West Plains, our official temperature is 50, so it is cooler out there. 72 for the high today. Wind southwest 5-10 miles an hour. We're going to see continued light winds tonight. We're going to see more clouds. It's going to be very mild, 44 degrees for the overnight low. Windows open. Again, letting that cool air come in. All right, as we track this, this is the northern edge of that heat that gave us our record high yesterday, and we'll see potential records into the Palouse and into the LC Valley and in parts of central Washington. Now we get into Saturday, we start to see a little more energy coming in from the north as this system continues to dive south. Sunday, we're in it fully, and even colder air to the north and the northwest. That is really going to be the push for us by the middle of next week. So we look at the forecast radar today. Looking great. We're going to see continuation of, again, some clouds moving in for Saturday. We're going to have the increased chance of showers coming in Sunday. They're going to be scattered around us. We're not looking at a sure deal, but a 60% chance on Sunday, a 40% chance of showers Tuesday and Wednesday. So it's not a lock, but certainly we're going to see that into the mountains and certainly into the Palouse. 72 will be our high today. We're going to see that in Coeur d'Alene, 74 Moses Lake, 73 in the Tri-Cities. So our 70s today, near 70 Saturday, and then around 60 Sunday and Monday. We go into the mid-50s. Tuesday will be about average for this time of year, and then about 50 degrees with overnight lows by the end of next week into the 20s.
Nope.
20s. So those will be the overnight lows, but it should be dry.
You've been warned.
It's a dry cold.
Get yourself ready. Get your mind wrapped around it.
I don't want to. Our friends from Coyote Country are hosting their annual food drive, and they need your help.
Yeah, the food drive is to help end hunger here in Spokane, and today is the last day to donate. Ariel Drayton is live at their drop-off location in North Spokane, where all that food can be delivered.
Yes, Derek, today is the last day to make sure that you're getting all your food donations in to Jay and Kevin here at the big 99.9 Coyote Country radio station. And I have Kevin here with me. He's one of the hosts and the creators of the donation drive to tell us, how do you plan to continue to end hunger in Spokane communities?
Well, the thing why we like this is it's the simplest one. Like a lot of things, you got to be a doctor or a scientist to figure. This one's easy. There's people who are hungry. All you have to do is donate food, the problem is solved, right? I mean, food, cash donations, they go a long ways to feeding our community. And I'm sure Eric's talked about it from Second Harvest, and Jay probably talked about it. You know, 1 in 6 children are struggling with hunger in our neighborhood. That's just not, it's not okay. We can do better. We can help feed those kids on a consistent basis.
So the Spokane community wants to help get those food donations for you guys so you're able to meet your goal. Now, what are some acceptable items that they can donate?
Okay, they always love, you know, the canned meat items like tuna fish or the chicken. I don't think they do like canned deer meat. I don't think that's a thing. So we'll pass on that one. But like those types of items, the staples, the rice, the beans, that peanut butter jelly, and you know what? Like right over here, we have chips. Someone donated a bunch of potato chips.
They've already got started, right, Kevin?
How great is that? Because again, I always say, like, think about the kids too. Some fun items are always nice to have as well.
We're always thinking about the kids. Make sure that you guys are doing everything that you can to get those food donations in, because today is the last day. I'm reporting in Spokane, Ariel Drayton for News Now.
And Second Harvest turns, if you do cash donations, they turn that into what, like 3 times or 4 times as much money as you donate. So that's a great way to go too.
Yeah, because of their buying power, buying in bulk, a lot cheaper than you buy at the grocery store.
Good morning, Northwest time is now 6:21. Washington State is a big underdog in their matchup with number 9 Oregon tomorrow.
But Cam Ward and the Cougs know they can hang with the Ducks if they just clean things up on offense. What the Cougs say they need to do next in Cougar Chalk Talk.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
At P1FCU, we're all about celebrating your wins, like finding an extra $10 in the wash. Sweet. Or your team winning the championship.
And it's out of here. Yes! Woo!
Your wins add up, just like earning dividends in an Ascend checking account. So let's celebrate the wins together. Open your account at p1fcu.org/win. P1FCU, your community, your credit union.
There's nothing worse than politicians who say one thing then do another. Like Lisa Brown, who said,
people care about crime. They want people who break laws to be held accountable by our law enforcement system. I believe that.
Brown's actual record, she gave our tax dollars to the Bail Project of Spokane, which bails out violent offenders. Brown gave a $50,000 grant to Lataxion, a felon convicted of murder. We can't trust Lisa Brown to keep Spokane safe.
Dear 2030, we look forward to seeing you. After our 160-point quality assurance inspection, we'll be Toyota certified used vehicles with 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranties. Not to honk our own horns, but the best new cars make the best used cars. Yours, Toyota. Get 5.49% APR for up to 60 months on your favorite Toyota certified used models. Find yours at toyotacertified.com. Toyota, let's go places.
This season, fall into Coeur d'Alene. Fall is a great time to visit Coeur d'Alene. With awesome weather, fall color cruises, exciting events, a variety of food, beer, and wine selections, and amazing accommodations. It's the perfect time to stay and play in CDA. Visit cdafall.com for more information.
Washington State's season is hanging in the balance. Welcome into Morning Sports. I'm Julian Minenso. The Cougars will face their toughest test of the season when they take on number 9 Oregon on the road on Saturday. The Cougars have lost 2 in a row and have played themselves seemingly out of the Pac-12 championship race at the moment and potentially out of a bowl game if things don't get better. Alex Crescenti is here to show us how Washington State can end the losing streak in this week's Chalk Talk. A 4-2 record isn't bad. There's a lot of teams that would kill to be there right now. But for Washington State, it certainly feels like a missed opportunity to stay in the Pac-12 race. Now, in order for them to avoid a 3-game losing streak and get their season rolling again, they're going to need to rely on their star quarterback to start playing like that again. And even the Oregon Ducks know Cam Ward is capable of just about anything on the field.
We just have to execute. We haven't done that the past 2 weeks. I haven't done that. Me giving the ball to defense, not helping the defense to help them, because we honestly gave them 14 points. So, we have to play complementary football as an offense, and, we haven't been doing that the past 2 weeks.
Like any good leader, Cam Ward is putting a lot of the blame on himself. And these last 2 weeks, he really hasn't been his normal self.
Fumble, interception, penalties.
With opposing defenses starting to adapt to the Cougars' attack, Ward has just less than 400 yards passing, 4 turnovers, and a quarterback rating of 30.1 during that time.
What they're doing is dropping, taking away the quick game, and that's a big part of what we do. And then now you're different, layers and leveling and all that type of stuff that goes into it. And then it allows kind of the protection maybe to break down a little bit more and get Cam scrambling around.
Now, even with the recent struggles, Oregon players have to respect Cam's game and what he's capable of. And they know he might lead them on a wild goose chase.
This is probably the most annoying quarterback I don't like going against. He drops back 13 yards. It's like backyard football. So the big.
Now, while the Ducks are showing some respect to Washington State, Vegas certainly isn't, as Oregon is sitting at 20-point favorites in this matchup, something no one saw coming just a couple of weeks ago. Julian, send it back over to you. All right, thank you, Alex. And kickoff between Washington State and Oregon is at 12:30 on Saturday, and you can catch the game right here on KXLY. That'll wrap us up for morning sports.
Okay.
And also, I'll be here at 10:30 tomorrow morning in the News Radio 920 studios with the pregame show.
It's like you're just moving in here, because then you start on nights on Monday. He's everywhere.
Everywhere, I guess. Yeah. Excited, but also sad at the same time.
I know. I'm excited for you, but also very sad.
We'll talk more about it as the show progresses. Good morning, Northwest time now, 6:27.
Congress paralyzed because the GOP can't elect a new Speaker of the House. After the break, where things stand this morning and why the man who has the temporary job is threatening to quit.
And the mysterious blast of radio waves that are 8 billion years old, where they came from and what they could teach us about the universe. But before we go to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America starting at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the biggest bombshells leaked from Britney Spears' new memoir.
There's a lot that people don't know.
Details from the 275-page book leaking. The New York Times publishing excerpts from a copy obtained from a retail store. The tell-all looking back at her struggle with fame and her recently ended conservatorship. That 13-year period, a big chunk of the new book. The conservatorship putting her dad, Jamie, at the helm of major financial and personal decisions. Spears writing, migraines are just one part of the physical and emotional damage I have now that I'm out of the conservatorship. I don't think my family understands the real damage that they did. ABC News reached out to Jamie Spears, who had no comment. And we'll have more revelations from the book coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
You didn't live this strong, this long, to get put on the shelf like a porcelain doll. If you have postmenopausal osteoporosis and are at high risk for fracture, you can build new bone with Evenity. Ask your doctor if you could do more than just slowing down bone loss with Evenity. Want stronger bones? Then build new bone. Evenity can help in just 12 months. Evenity is proven to reduce spine fracture risk by 73%.
Evenity can increase risk of heart attack, stroke, or death from a cardiovascular problem. Do not take Evenity if you have low blood calcium or are allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions and low blood calcium have occurred. Tell your doctor about jawbone problems, as they have been reported with Evenity, or about pain in your hip, groin, or thigh, as unusual thigh bone fractures have occurred.
Don't let a break put you on a shelf. Talk to your doctor.
Stream 4 News now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Saving you green.
Do you have property damage?
Burke's Restoration provides full-service emergency response for residential and commercial disasters. Wind damage? Burke's can handle that. Is flooding your problem? Burke's Restoration knows just what to do. Fire or smoke damage? Call Burke's today. You didn't plan on a disaster, but you have a choice on who restores it. Choose the best. Burke's Restoration takes care of fire, smoke, wind, or water damage and more. Tell your insurance company you choose Burke's Restoration. Call or click today.
Let's take a test drive of this rugged Nissan Frontier, redesigned inside and out. There's plenty of power so you can take it anywhere, thanks to an upgraded suspension, steering system, and powertrain. The cabin has improved too with a new seat design, larger storage compartments, and a big touchscreen that's smartphone compatible. If you weren't interested in a Nissan Frontier in the past, it's time to reevaluate. Test drive one at the new Coeur d'Alene Nissan.
Did you know Idaho high school seniors graduating next spring are eligible for up to $8,000 in grant money for career training and education through Idaho Launch? Funds can be used to cover the cost of apprenticeships, job training, community college, and university programs that lead to in-demand careers. Funds are limited. Apply today. Students choose their own path, and Idaho Launch helps pay for it. Idaho Launch. Support in every direction.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
All right, the 4 News Now story tracker starts with a big story from the sports world.
One of the most prestigious college football teams is under investigation for allegedly cheating. The NCAA says it is investigating the University of Michigan after Yahoo Sports reported the team allegedly sent people to the games of future opponents to gather signs used to call plays. Michigan is 7-0, ranked second in the nation. Coach Jim Harbaugh denies the allegations, saying he will fully cooperate with the investigation.
Astronomers have detected a mysterious blast of radio waves that took 8 billion years to reach Earth. The fast radio burst, or FRB, is an intense millisecond-long blast of radio waves with unknown origins. Since the first was discovered in 2007, hundreds of the cosmic flashes have been detected, coming from distant points across the universe. Scientists believe these bursts could be used to weigh the universe by measuring the matter between galaxies that remain unaccounted for. Sounds really cool, but I'm not sure how to make sense of it all. Good morning, Northwest. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Friday, October 20th. Let's check in with Mark on our first alert forecast coming off of a record-breaking day yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday it hit 76 degrees. The old record was 73, set back in 44. It is now 44 into Coeur d'Alene, 50 here in Spokane. Into the valley, it is cooler with temperatures in the mid-40s. 4 things you need to know. More sunshine today. We're remaining in the 70s. It's going to be nice through Saturday. We're looking at good chances of rain on Sunday and certainly rain showers, but then a cool down next week, and it's going to feel more fallish, certainly maybe a little winterish by the end of next week. 43 into the valley, 37 in Deer Park. Cheney has warmed to 49 degrees, as has Fairchild, and so is Coeur d'Alene at 49. Hayden, you're at 44 degrees, by the way. Here's our forecast for the day. 72 is going to be our high. We'll see that around 3 o'clock. But again, 56 is a normal high for this time of year. We'll be above average by 11 a.m., and we're going to continue to be above average all the way to the 7 and 8 o'clock hour.
Breaking news from Capitol Hill, there is new chaos in Congress today, the 17th day with no Speaker of the House.
And now we've learned the man filling in as the temporary Speaker has threatened to quit. ABC's Liz Landers is in D.C. with the details.
This morning, Congressman Jim Jordan is vowing to take his bid for House Speaker back to the floor for a third round of voting.
I'm still running for Speaker, and I plan to go to the floor and get the votes and win this race.
But a meeting last night with the holdouts in his party failed to change any minds. Jordan's other plan already failed. He floated giving the temporary Speaker, Congressman Patrick McHenry, more power to buy Jordan the time to change people's minds, but talks reportedly ended in a screaming match.
I'm opposed to it, and a lot of us feel the same way.
Oh, hell no. No.
ABC News has learned McHenry threatened to quit if his colleagues tried to give him more power outside of his caretaker role, which he took on after former Speaker Kevin McCarthy was ousted.
Some other alternative here is something that I believe is unconstitutional and not conform with House rules. Furthermore, that I would not participate.
In the meantime, Congress remains paralyzed, unable to take up President Biden's request for Israel and Ukraine war funding, all while another potential government shutdown looms next month. In Washington, Liz Landers, ABC News.
New documents explain what a Spokane County Sheriff Sergeant says led him to break a man's ribs and puncture his lung. That man was parked in a Spokane Valley park after hours in August. According to this report written by Sergeant Clay Hilton the night of the incident, Hilton says the man, Kevin Hinton, was confrontational and had 2 knives in his car. Sergeant Hilton says he feared at one point Hinton was trying to grab one of the knives while resisting arrest. Sergeant Hilton is on administrative leave while the incident is being investigated. Kevin Hinton is in the process of suing Spokane County. You can see our previous coverage of this story on KXLY.com. For the first time, we have a look inside the Spokane County Sheriff's Office Regional Training Center.
Yeah, the Sheriff's Office says the facility on the West Plains will be a new place for law enforcement to learn and practice a variety of emergency situations. With more than 30 years in law enforcement, Deputy Mike Brooks says this simulator is important for the safety of both the deputies and the public. The simulator can provide multiple types of scenarios, and the key is to try to de-escalate the situation.
As you know, the new recruits these days, the biggest challenge we're having with them is communication. With new technology, people don't talk verbally to each other. So this is going to be an excellent tool for them to work that out, to get more comfortable talking to people.
And Deputy Brooks says new recruits have already been using this facility.
A 17-year-old Chelan County High School student faces charges for threatening to shoot up his school. The sheriff's office says a female student reported the threat to the Kashmere High School principal, saying a classmate threatened to shoot her first before moving on to the rest of the school. The classmate was arrested and booked into the Chelan County Juvenile Justice Center.
There's a national conference in Spokane for Indigenous students who want to pursue a career in STEM. That conference is held annually, and students from all over the country and Canada attend. It's to help Indigenous students network and see how they fit into these spaces. Students from Lake Roosevelt High School who are members of the Colville Confederated Tribe showed up for the event.
Because I'm not used to seeing this many Native people. It shows that even if I don't have all the opportunities as most people, I can still definitely get into it.
Catchis Parish wants to work on planes and pursue mechanical engineering. The conference started yesterday and will end with a ceremonial gathering tomorrow. Pretty cool opportunity for a lot of those kids.
Great.
All right, Good Morning Northwest time is just about 6:38.
Hey, you know what Mark is doing? Tracking showers.
All right, for Sunday and Monday. So what that is that today and tomorrow we have leaves falling in an organized fashion, right?
Ish.
So it's time to rake-ish them, maybe, or just enjoy the beautiful weather before the cold, wet weather comes in. All right, there is the One Spokane Stadium. It's all lit up for your viewing enjoyment. We're going to have a full check of the forecast coming up.
And a recall for gun owners coming up, the dangerous flaw in a certain brand of gun safe.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Right on time.
See our huge selection of Camrys built for everyday drivers at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call SWAP. I gotta call SWAP.
Here you go.
That's it? I'm calling them.
You forgot your check.
Craig Swap & Associates is on your side. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Property crime increasing. Shootings in our parks. Homelessness crisis getting worse. Spokane, it doesn't have to be this way. Safer neighborhoods, a vibrant downtown, and people in need getting real help. That's my vision for our future. I'm Kim Please, candidate for Spokane City Council President. I'm a new voice for Spokane, and I'm asking for your vote.
Every year, the crowds go crazy for the Cal Triple Play of the Day, where you can get tricked out cool trucks or sporty SUVs just in time for winter. And this week, you can delay all payments until next year. Get a minimum $2,000 trade-in value for your old ride, plus get a 2-year service maintenance program with every vehicle sold, which is a triple play opportunity. This week at both Cal locations.
As a family-owned company, Factory Rep Blinds really does care about each and every one of our customers and the experience that they have with us. Our company's founder, Gary, was a factory representative for 36 years. We bring all the samples to you because your home is really the best showroom. And we professionally measure and install the window treatments for you. That's why our customers tell their friends who tell their friends.
Call us or schedule your free consultation today at factoryrepblinds.com. Factory Rep Blind.
It is 6:41. We have a consumer alert for anyone who owns a biometric gun safe. Safes from the brands Fortress, Cabela's, Gettysburg, and Legend Range and Field are being recalled. A programming feature on the biometric safes can allow the safes to open without authorized access. A 12-year-old boy allegedly died from a firearm he was able to obtain from one of the safes. There have been dozens of other reports of the safes being accessed by unpaired fingerprints. If you think you have one of these, contact Fortress Safes for instructions on disabling the biometric feature and to get a free replacement.
6:41 Friday morning, 10-second takeaway on the screen. Sunny and warm today. It's going to be a nice day. Light layer heading out, but he'll need the sunglasses. You'll lose the layer later on this afternoon. A high today of 72.
Well, a new Harvard study links eating red meat with the risk of developing type 2 diabetes later in life, a 62% higher risk, according to the results. In the study, people who swapped red meat at a meal for nuts or vegetables had a 30% reduction in risk. Researchers say choosing more plant-based sources of protein might help prevent disease and be better for the environment.
Workplace fatigue is common in many industries and can be linked to errors and even injury. People who work the night shift or extended hours can also experience fatigue just because of lack of sleep. Workplace fatigue hits healthcare, transportation, firefighting, and mining industries the hardest. The CDC says it helps to have workplace resources in different languages, restricted hours, and sleep strategies. Speaking of sleep strategies, my good pal, Derek Dice, you're going to actually start getting some sleep. The morning show is a killer. I'm surprised we didn't make that list.
Kind of excited to delete the 2:30 a.m. alarms off the phone, maybe in an hour or two.
Yeah, Monday, Derek starts an evening shift, so you'll be able to see him 5, 6, and 11.
Yeah, still not sure how I'm going to keep my eyes open for that 11 o'clock newscast. I'm never up that late.
It's going to be tough.
Anymore.
It'll be a transition. We don't know yet who your permanent replacement will be, so stay tuned. We'll have a guest filling in next week, which will be fun. But we're really going to miss you.
I'll miss you guys too.
Ooh, it's now 6:43.
All right, let's get back to Ariel Drayton before I start crying with Jay and Kevin.
If you want to know how you can get involved to help your community, I'm Ariel Drayton reporting in Spokane. Coming up, I'll tell you all the details you need to know to make an impact.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Let Pinot's Palette host your holiday party. Reserve your easel today with friends, coworkers, or any group this holiday season. And our gift certificates make a great stocking stuffer. Paint, drink, have fun at Pinot's Palette, downtown Spokane and Coeur d'Alene.
At Just Between Friends, you'll find everything you need for your family. It's all here.
I've been shopping in JBF since my kids were little, and we just love it.
Is the one-stop shop for everything that you need for your kids and your grandkids.
I'm a first-time mom. I got a lot of clothing, shoes. I got a changing table. It's been a lot of fun.
Such a blessing to be able to shop, sell, and save at JBF. This has been a game changer for our family.
Just Between Friends at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds this weekend.
It's time for 4 News Now's Coats for Kids. Just drop off new or gently used coats at any of our sponsored locations. We'll bring them to Alsco for professional cleaning, then get them out to local children in need. Donate to Coats for Kids through October 31st.
The Flying Squirrel is proud and excited to be a part of this year's Coats for Kids. And now through the end of October, bring in a coat donation and the jump time is on us. The more coats you bring in, the more jump time you get. The Flying Squirrel in the Sullivan Square Shopping Center in the Valley.
Did you see this? It says most people are going to need long-term care that health insurance and Medicare won't cover.
I saw that, and it got me thinking, if I need to pay for home modifications or in-home care, I am not prepared. Are you?
Not really. I mean, whatever happens, I just want to know that I'll be able to get care and stay in my own home as I age.
Right? I want that too. So,
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
Hondas are piggy banks on wheels. Stylish, athletic piggy banks that save you money at every glorious turn. Legendary fuel efficiency, famous for its resale value, and now with great deals including 2 years complimentary maintenance, it's your chance to get into America's best value brand. So start saving money and drive happy as a pig in. See your Inland Northwest Honda dealer today. Honda can handle it.
Let Pino's Palette host your holiday party. Reserve your easel today with friends, coworkers, or any group this holiday season. And our gift certificates make a great stocking stuffer. Paint, drink, have fun at Pino's Palette, downtown Spokane and Coeur d'Alene.
4 News Now is brought to you by Adams Tractor.
All right, welcome back. Today is the last day for you to donate to Jay and Kevin's food drive.
The morning radio team created a food drive 28 years ago for our neighbors in need. It's going strong. Ariel Drayton is live with the organization that will benefit from those donations.
Yes, Robin, today is the last day to gather all of your food donations and bring them down to R&R RV Center to provide food for those that are in need. I have the Second Harvest representative here with me. His name is Eric Williams. He's going to tell us about his relationship with Jay and Kevin and how they were able to make this donation drive possible.
Well, so I've only been at Second Harvest for 4 years. These guys have been doing this 28 years. So there's a long-standing relationship. I asked Jay, how did you guys even start this? And he said, we read a story about hungry people, and that's not right. And so they just decided we're going to do what they can. We're going to do what we can to help fight hunger.
Well, thank you for joining Jay and Kevin in that contribution to help the Spokane community. But I do want to ask you, if I'm not able to bring a donation to you guys today, how else can I donate?
Kevin just said that they're going to leave their links on their Coyote Country website and their Jay and Kevin Facebook page. They're going to leave those links open so you can donate online all through the weekend. And any time of the year, you can go to 2-harvest.org, that's our website, and make a donation. And they're so appreciated.
And since we've been here, I know we've seen an overflow of people bringing in donations and also cash contributions. So how much progress has Second Harvest made this year?
I don't know the exact numbers for here, but through the year, by the end of the year, we're on track to distribute about 35 million pounds of food. If you take the numbers for meals, that's about 30 million meals across the 26-county region. That's a lot, but there's still a lot of people who are still hungry and don't get enough food.
That's a ton of people that you guys are helping out, but there's still work to do. It's always the more the merrier, right?
It's not just us, though. I mean, we're kind of the distributor, the middle guy.
So
it's
all charitable.
Yeah, and then all these people, like a lady named Ricky, literally brought us a car full of food. There's another lady who just drove up with a van full of food. It's really a lot of generosity that comes together.
All right, well, make sure you guys get down here to R&R and make your food donations so that you can help those in need. Reporting in Spokane, I'm Ariel Drayton, 4 News Now.
30 million meals.
Wow, it is mind-blowing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
No doubt.
Mark is back, and we have a change to our air quality a little bit.
Right, so it's now pushed into the moderate range. We talked about the hazy skies yesterday, and some of that's settled in. It's going to hang out for a while, but we're going to see more. Let's take a look at what we have. When we look at our smoke forecast, we're expecting to see more smoke in the air. Now, that prescribed burn, we see things coming in from west to east, so that's going to continue to push that in. We also have more coming in from the north. So it looks like that moderate air quality could very well last throughout the day as we take a look at what Spokane Clean Air is, again, forecasting. So be aware of that if you have tender lungs. 43 into the valley, 37 into Deer Park, but Cheney, you're at 49 degrees. One of the warmer mornings you've had in a while. 72 will be the high today. It was 76 yesterday. It's still going to be gorgeous. Tonight, temperatures down to 44. It's going to be more cloud cover. It's going to be mild. Winds are going to be light. We could see potentially do about 10 miles an hour, but that's it. So the forecast radar, we're going to have a few clouds bumping around, maybe to the north, really along the Canadian line. But those clouds are going to start coming south. We also have some influence coming in from the south itself. So they're going to sort of converge on us. We're going to see these showers all over the place. That's why we have a pretty good chance of rain. LC Valley into the Palouse, better chance of more sustained rain than what we're going to see. So Sunday, a 60% chance of rain. On Tuesday and Wednesday, about a 40% chance of rain. So the planning forecast. Plan on colder weather moving in. Sunday, 60, 59 Monday, and then temperatures into the mid-50s Tuesday, into around 50 on Wednesday, and into the 40s Thursday. It's the overnight lows that go down to around freezing by the middle of next week. In fact, clear and temperatures in the 20s potential going into next weekend.
Good reminder, get those sprinklers blown out.
Yes,
yeah,
mine's happening today.
Yeah, I got mine yesterday.
Ooh, well done.
Yeah.
Okay, Good Morning Northwest time is now 10 minutes before the hour.
Your morning sprint is coming up next. Don't go away.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Curing Spokane.
To honor and support Washington's caregivers, AARP presents Caring for Caregivers video podcast series. The series offers a wide range of topics to help you navigate your caregiving journey. To catch up on current and past episodes, visit this website.
Did you know Idaho high school seniors graduating next spring are eligible for up to $8,000 in grant money for career training and education through Idaho Launch? Funds can be used to cover the cost of apprenticeships, job training, community college, and university programs that lead to in-demand careers. Funds are limited. Apply today. Students choose their own path, and Idaho Launch helps pay for it. Idaho Launch. Support in every direction.
Has your dishwasher let you down lately?
Fred's has closeout Bosch dishwashers on sale. Fred's also has models you won't find at the box stores.
Bosch means quality and innovation. New Bosch dishwashers quietly deliver sparkling dishes.
With features like third rack and a new drying system that even dries plastic, Bosch raises the bar for dishwashers.
Fred's has more dishwashers in stock than you'll see anywhere. Come in and see us today.
ABC's World News Tonight at 4 News Now, when the local story is national news.
When national stories hit home. Watch ABC World News Tonight at 5:30.
And 4 News Now at 6. That's what we mean when we say expect more.
Floor and Home by Carpet One authorized manufacturer sale is going on now. Top quality manufacturers, Shaw, Cortec, and Anderson Tuftex, have lowered their prices up to 40% off on quality hardwood, luxury vinyl plank, and luxurious carpet. You'll be sure to find the perfect floor from our largest and finest selection of Shaw, Cortec, and Anderson Tuftex flooring. On sale up to 40% off at Floor and Home by Carpet One. North side, just north of the Y on Division, and now in Liberty Lake on Country Vista Drive.
Dear 2030, we look forward to seeing you. After our 160-point quality assurance inspection, we'll be Toyota certified used vehicles with 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranties. Not to honk our own horns, but the best new cars make the best used cars. Yours, Toyota.
Get 5.49% APR for up to 60 months on your favorite Toyota certified used models. Find yours at toyotacertified.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
6:53 is your time. Let's get you up to speed on your Friday morning here in the Morning Sprint.
Mark Peterson telling us how we are going from record highs to below freezing temperatures.
Ariel Drayton is live with the final day of the Jay and Kevin food drive.
But we begin with President Biden's major foreign policy speech last night from the Oval Office. He spoke for 15 minutes, comforting the nation and standing firm with Israel and Ukraine as he pushes forward with an aid request to Congress to help both of those nations at war. Biden announcing that he will request $105 billion in aid from Congress, $60 billion for Ukraine, $14 billion for Israel.
The man filling in as temporary House Speaker has already threatened to quit. Congressman Jim Jordan is vowing to take his bid for House Speaker back to the floor for a third round of voting. But a meeting last night with the holdouts in his party failed to change any minds. ABC News has learned Patrick McHenry threatened to quit if his colleagues tried to give him more power outside of his caretaker role, which he took on after former Speaker Kevin McCarthy was ousted. The very latest on the votes for Speaker coming up next on Good Morning America.
All right, as we look at what we can expect in our First Alert Weather, by the way, the First Alert Weather app is going to come into play next week, I promise you. But today, sunny and 72, more cloud cover up to the north in Colville and Omak. You're going to be in the upper 60s. Here's our day today. Yeah, we're going to warm up beautifully. We're going to have 72 for the high. We're going to see some clouds coming in this afternoon and then exiting again with more cloud cover again Saturday.
Documents explain what a Spokane County Sheriff's Sergeant says led him to break a man's ribs and puncture his lung. That man, Kevin Hinton, was parked in a Spokane Valley park after hours in August. According to this report written by Sergeant Clay Hilton the night of the incident, Hilton says Kevin Hinton was confrontational and had 2 knives in his car. Sergeant Hilton says he feared at one point Hinton was trying to grab one of the knives while resisting arrest. Sergeant Hilton is on administrative leave while the incident is investigated. Hinton is in the process of suing the county. You can see our previous coverage of this story on KXLY.com.
For the first time, we have a look inside the Spokane County Sheriff's Office Regional Training Center on the West Plains. The Sheriff's Office says the facility will be a new place for law enforcement to learn and practice a variety of emergency situations. The simulator there can provide multiple types of scenarios. The key is to try to de-escalate situations. New recruits have been using that facility already.
A 17-year-old Chelan County high school student faces charges for threatening to shoot up his school. The sheriff's office says a female student reported the threat to the Kashmir High School principal, saying a classmate threatened to shoot her first before moving on to the rest of the school. The classmate was arrested and booked into the Chelan County Juvenile Justice Center.
Today is the last day for you to gather all of your food donations and bring them down to R&R RV Center. I'll give you some details if you take a look at your screen on how you can donate. The Jay and Kevin Show has been collecting food donations for over 28 years to help end hunger in the Inland Northwest. You could bring a food donation, drop it off at the location at 525 East Francis at the R&R RV Park to make a count, and you can also make a cash donation online.
Well, deputies arrested a man for pointing a powerful laser at a life flight helicopter carrying a patient, and again at Spokane County's Air 1 helicopter. This image, captured by the sheriff's office, shows how piercing that light is, even from several thousand feet away. These lights can temporarily blind pilots and make it incredibly dangerous to fly. Pointing a laser at any aircraft is a felony and can be charged at both the state and federal level with an $11,000 fine per incident.
If you're looking for a way to help fire victims in Medical Lake, skilled sawyers are still needed this Saturday to help cut down limbs and, cut down trees and limbs that have been burned. This help goes a long way for families who are still recovering. There are cleanup days on the next 3 Saturdays. If you want to volunteer, you do need to pre-register online. The link and a QR code is set up on the KXLY.com site. Look for the Extreme Team page. You can find that under the Features tab. Back to wrap things up right after this.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
What I want people to know about Numerica's involvement is that it's genuine.
I work at a company that supports the community because we're a part of it.
It's important to give back to the community you live in. We are truly here to help, and we're passionate about it.
Can we trust Betsy Wilkerson to do the right thing for Spokane? First, Wilkerson voted to defund police drug investigations. You heard that right. Wilkerson voted to defund drug investigations. Then Wilkerson voted against barring homeless encampments within 1,000 feet of schools, parks, and playgrounds. So Wilkerson wants homeless camping next to our schools, parks, and playgrounds. We can't trust Betsy Wilkerson to keep our kids safe.
It's the Cal Superstore Triple Play of the Week, where not only can you get tricked out vehicles for less, but now you can delay all payments until next year. Get a minimum $2,000 trade-in value plus a 2-year service maintenance program.
Beautiful, warm, sunny Friday.
Yes.
Wonderful wrap of the week. Tomorrow, 69. And then next week, we'll be without Derek Dice. It'll be a cold winter.
The seasons change.
All right, over 12 years.
Yeah.
We've been here together.
12 years, 1 month, 9 days since the three of us started together on Good Morning Northwest. If you don't know, I'm going to the evening starting on Monday. I'm going to miss these guys so much. And also, though, like our producer, Joel, our director, Eric, Alan, everybody that makes this show possible, Sydney, of course. So one final script toss. These guys are doing it with me. Ready?
Here you go.
Go!
Bye, Derek.
Woo!
We'll miss you.
And he gets to pick them all up.
I will.